And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. 52's the mark. Check. 52's the mark. Here we go. Let's bring it. Got it.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
Watch the screen. Check 59. Mike is 59. Orbit. Here we go. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the curl.
Hey, exit. Go. On the
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
6-man. Check curls.
Go.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing his Locke on third down. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the...
Their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
At the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, dude, fellas, let's go. 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Love. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Rush in, 66. Bullet high.
From the gun, Love. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Exit. Come on, come on. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
Operating from the gun. Love. Hard throw. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out with that first drive. How to do the hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 71 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
17-0 our score after 1. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
First down, Colts.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Newton forced out to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. Escaping the pressure. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Stop your whining.
To throw on 2nd down, Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
59, Mike, check, 59. Come on. Mike, check.
To throw on 3rd down, Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Armstrong. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Penny, a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And that last penalty makes his third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check. Crunch. 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 Sponge. H3, 218. Chopper. Chopper. Hayward. 52. Mike 52. I don't think you got it.
Back to throw. Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gun. Mike, 55. Right there.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's pick it up.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to air. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 19 yards away. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about him right here.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. 20. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again on second down. Newton. He completes this one to Mack. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Buying time to his left. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On third down, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They keep it with Penny on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Now Rashad Penny. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here we go, G. Go.
Looking to throw. Love. Step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Newton now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williamson. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll run it again with Penny. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go. 50. Clint, let's use the mic. Man, we got to get this stop here, D.
From the gun to give to Penny. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
Delta.
Back to throw. Love. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Newton on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Hey, one set. 54. Mike, 54. Gotta do better. Come on. Express. 8. 54. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now watch one.
Here we go on 4. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williamson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Right there, right there.
Hustle. It's been a long day for you.
On first down, it's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Mike 52. Bound to lose one. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey. Switch up. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Ready, go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 10 yards to go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Alert 3.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He's going to fire. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard
Watch the
line.
run.
Now. High 7, let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go.
Throwing again. Love. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Great.
On first down, Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 7. And it'll set him back for second down. Four yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Third and long, it's Newton. Dancing to his left. He can run, can fight, he lost the football, it's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Here we go. Yeah, ready?
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 50.
8. That's right. Ready?
From the red zone now, Newton. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games